What's going on, guys? This is Mixmoto. As you can tell, this is a little bit different bike. I actually recently purchased this bike. It's a 2008 WR450. Already supermotoed out, as you can tell. Um, Really, the only way I can start this is I bought the bike. It's in relatively good shape for the year. I think it's only had 2 owners. This is obviously not how I wanted to start it, but I figured it would be a good starting point because this is where I'm at with it. I did sell the R1. It's only temporary. This is going to keep me hopefully out of trouble for the most part for a little while. Um, so I bought the bike, drove to Tennessee to get it. Um, Test rode it, rode out good, got it home, and started having issues with it the first night. The stator wasn't charging, more or less. After doing a bunch of research, tearing the whole bike apart, I ended up finding out that the rectifier was replaced with an aftermarket Baja design rectifier, which I actually posted a um, little post about it on Facebook to a couple friends of mine and a couple friends of theirs. They don't own WRs, but I figured it would just be good knowledge to know. Basically, once you replace the rectifier with the aftermarket Baja design rectifier, you have to do a mod on the stator called a floating ground wire. Some of you some of you may already know about that. I didn't. I was new to the whole thing. Personally, I would have probably never thought about it without doing some research. Luckily, on Thumper Talk and a couple other good websites, forums, there are some good information and a bunch of knowledge. So anyways, long story short, I figured that out. I pulled the factory stator out, noticed that the ground wire had not been modded, so it basically acts like it's a shorted out stator. Anyways, I turned around and did the mod, put it all back together, and now at that point it was charging like it was supposed to. The way these bikes are from the beginning, which is why the stators are built the way they are, is it's a and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a 80-20 stator setup. Basically 80% of the power is AC power, AC voltage, which runs the headlight, and 20% of the power is DC voltage, which charges the battery for starting purposes. Well, my personal opinion, that's pretty much screwed up as it can get as far as charging purposes go. I did mod the stator. It is charging well, and I'm still having problems because apparently I did some more reading, and once you do the mod and do the rectifier change, you also have to rewire the headlight switch to the battery instead of through the stator harness. So that's kind of next on the list. And as you can tell, we're not on the stator side right now, we're on the clutch side. I noticed it had some drag issues in first gear, like you come up to a light or something, go to stop in first gear. It's hard to get it down into first, and it's hard to get it into neutral. And one thing led to the next, to where I was just tired of dealing with it, and this is where we're at. I did some research and found out that the WRs, the YZ 450s, so on and so forth, have an issue with the oiling of the clutch on the clutch side. Basically the clutch bands get dry, and which in my case, half the bands were actually stuck to the friction plates. So obviously that's not good. They all need to be separate and smooth running, and for it to work properly and disengage properly so it has the correct amount of slip. I don't know if it's a oiling issue or if it's the actual type of oil. I wouldn't think it's the type of oil, but I mean, I guess you never really know. The guy that I bought it from runs the actual Yamaha Yamalube in there, and I've never really ran name brand oil before. I always kind of, well, let me rephrase that. Never bike brand name oil have I ever ran. So I mean, I'm probably gonna drain it out and try the Rotella like I usually run. I've had really good luck with Rotella. I ran it in my dirt bikes, ran it in the R1, in my CBR, ran it in my Gixxer. I mean, I've ran it in everything I've ever owned and never had an issue out of it. Anyway, so basically this is what we're getting at right here is the clutch basket side. As you can tell, I got it all torn apart. I got the plates out of it. The hub, which I have out here, I will show you what we're going to do. Okay, it's this little fancy guy right here. What I've been able to find on all the forums is that for the on top of the crappy oiling these things have, if you can see that hole right there, there should be another one right there, another one right there. I want to say there's a total of 6 holes, and there's a couple more in the back. And that's pretty much what allows the oil into the clutch plates. And everything I've read, it's just not enough flow to keep them to keep the clutch plates happy. So I pulled this out already. I'll pull it out again. Pull this little thrust washer off of here. Dunk. I was actually really happy to see how clean it was inside here. The bike does need to be cleaned up pretty well, but I mean, as far as that goes, this is about as spotless as it can be inside. All the bearings look good. The tolerances feel good. I mean, overall, it's pretty clean inside. I'm very happy with it. So far, minus these little bullshit issues going on. Let's see if we can get that back in there. You want to make sure this falls right back into place all the way. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at. I apologize for not uploading more lately. I'm actually to the point in school where I'm about to be done. So I've been really focused on that more than anything. So it's another thing. Once school is said and done with, I'll be able to do this stuff more. And I'm actually down to 1 bike now, and that'll help me out more as far as being able to keep up and doing the same thing consistently. What else? I think that's it for right now, guys. Like I said, I apologize for not doing more uploads. I don't really have a lot of content given my situation, but I've tried to do a little bit here and there. Tried to do a little bit with my new truck, which I still have more videos to post up about that. And yeah. Also, I got some dirt wheels and tires with it. I may be doing something with that. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know. I may just sell them. I may keep them. I don't know. This bike's really pretty. I don't know. But like I said, guys, I apologize for not doing uploads more. With this bike, I'm sure I'll have plenty of working on it. So I'll keep y'all updated with that. When I get back to rewiring the headlights to the battery, I'll probably do a little video on that. And once I get the clutch and everything put back together, I will update y'all, and also I'll take a little video of the after of drilling that hub out. That way, if anybody has WRs that has problems, or YZs that have problems, or anything like that, y'all can kind of see what I did to fix mine. But anyways, guys, alright, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Later.